Hi guys, Critical Calcio. This is your host Nathan Rudine here. I dropped the ball. It's Tuesday. I promised you guys I would get episodes out on Monday. I failed you. I'm sorry. Um, can't say I feel too bad. I think I've gotten like 4 total views on all of my videos. But if you go back and watch these later, just know that I fucked up early on, and I'm sorry. I own a sports performance gym, and things got crazy yesterday, and I got home, and work really never stops. So that's what happened. But I apologize, and it won't happen again. And moving on, let's get straight away. So big news in the transfer market, and this seems to be confirmed. Sandro Tonali heading to Newcastle. $70 million deal, supposedly one of Newcastle's primary targets. Got it done. Great for them. Sad for Milan, and kind of Serie A as a whole. And so, what does this mean to Milan? It seems that, under Maldini, the big names, Leao, Teo, Tonali, Mignon were untouchable. They were seen as, cornerstones of the team. They believe that the longer this team plays together, the likelihood of them winning multiple titles together increases. And it seems like they're not untouchable anymore. For the right price, these guys are fair game. And there's no shortage of money in the Prem. So wouldn't be super surprised to see these guys move on. I've seen, rumors that Milan will not sell any more stars this year. Let's see. But also, that being said, for 70 mil, you can, make a lot of stuff happen. I think they started with roughly 35 mil, so that increases their budget to over 100 mil. If they play their cards right and invest in the right players, they could end up better off than when they less. It's just, from a Milan fan's perspective, Sandro Tonali was kind of like a symbol of the old guard. He seemed like, one of the main guys that could, potentially retire there. So for Milan fans, that hurts, but be patient. See what happens. You guys, you might end up in a better place with more depth, hopefully offensively. And then what does this mean to Serie A? Roberto Mancini even said after it went through, when a guy like this leaves, that's problematic. It just highlights the lack of money in Serie A. Every year in the summer, if you want to make things happen and freshen up the team, you need to make one big sale to generate money. The Premier League doesn't necessarily have to do this. And it just highlights the differences in leagues. This is why teams in Italy and Spain wanted a Super League, and teams in England did not, because they kind of already are their own Super League. I think we'll continue to see it, which is a bummer for Calcio lovers. But I don't know. I still pray that we see a turnaround in Serie A, but the investment needs to start happening now, because it won't happen overnight. It'll be like 10-year period of investing in infrastructure and youth talent, and hopefully a lot of this stuff has already been going on, but doesn't look like it. So anyways, more transfer news. Inter has been a team where they're just rumors, but I love pretty much every player that they've been linked with. And I've kind of felt the opposite about Milan's list. But for Inter, securing Marcus Thuram was huge. On a free transfer, sign him between 6 and 6.5 net per year. I think that's a great move. He seems to, statistically doesn't look incredible, But when he got moved up to striker, he did really well and scored some great goals for Gladbach. So as a Calcio fan, I'm pumped that he's in the league. I think that was a great signing for Inter. You know, it doesn't look like they're gonna get Lukaku back. Chelsea wants 40 mil. Inter doesn't have that type of money. Maybe they can get a deal done later in the window, but just right back at it. Inter, you know, for a team that doesn't have much money, kind of regularly crushes it in the transfer market. It's really impressive. And that just highlights that. And seems to have agreed upon another deal for Cesar Azpilicueta, veteran experience in the back. I'm unsure if he's played at 3 in the back, so we'll see how he fits in there. I believe he played. Chelsea played at 3 in the back this past year, so he's probably played there. So in theory, he may fit in beautifully for Inter. Marcelo Brozovic looks to be on his way out to Al Nassr. I hope I'm pronouncing that right. Between 23 and 24 mil transfer fee seems the last remaining stuff to agree upon is his personal wages, but I mean, there's so much money thrown around there. I doubt that turns into an issue. And then it only makes sense to talk about what seems to be his replacement in David Fertese. You know, Inter, Juve, Milan, all like kind of seem to be in the race. This could just be an effort to drive his price tag up, but it seems like Sassuolo are poised to sell to Inter for 35 mil. So, you know, Brozovic leaves, in comes his replacement. Dzeko or Lukaku leaves, already got his replacement. So super impressed with Inter already. Haven't seen a ton of news about Juve. I've seen, you know, Man U talking to Adrian Rabiot. The biggest, you know, more concrete thing seems to be Timothy Weah heading to Juve, which as a men's national team fan, it's great to see guys going to high level teams, but Weah plays on the right, and so does Chiesa, if I'm not mistaken. So I can't really see him getting much playtime there, but he also has been playing as a right back for Lille. So maybe he takes some sort of like Danilo role. I don't really know. You know, if he's coming to this team, it's because he has to see an opportunity for more playtime. So hope he gets it, because he's kind of a baller for a men's national team. It just hasn't really panned out for him at a club level. So hopefully he gets that. And really for all of these teams, guys, in Serie A, is they need to make sales to bring in players. So as, you know, more dominoes start to fall, like, you know, Tonali, they're, you know, Osimhen for Napoli, Vlahovic for Juve. You know, if we see English clubs come for these guys for, you know, fairly big fees, we'll start to see more teams coming in. You know, that's the thing with Serie A, is to fund a market, you need sales, which isn't really the case in, you know, England, but it is what it is. So as big moves happen during the week, I will do kind of like emergency press conferences. Other than that, stay tuned, because I'll be doing transfer needs based on the top 4. So I'll release a video later in the week about that. Should be on Lazio. Stay tuned, and thank you for listening. Have a good day, guys.